Hey you guys, this video is for who do you share the opportunity with at your parties? What do you say and what information do you leave them? So the first thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is offering your hostess the side gig, the hustle, is because they're interested, they're having a party, they're having to get together, and so they're the first ones that you want to talk to. So how do you plant that seed? It is just simply prior to the event, it's just simply asking them, you know what, Susie, I don't know if you've ever thought about doing something like this, but I would certainly love to share some more no obligation with you. Okay. Typical response is, nah, not interested, haven't really thought about it. So when they say, haven't thought about it, I say, you know what, I totally understand. And it's one of those, why would you if you don't know all the details and the information? So the next is just, you plant the seed by saying, you know what, so what I'm going to just suggest is watch what I do that night. And if you have questions, I will certainly go over those with you, but also I want you to think about any of the parties that we date from your show that night. If you decide to say yes, to give it a try, is you get those parties into your date book. Okay, so think about it, and like I said, we can cover it more. So you've planted the seed. Now you get to the event that night, right? And you ask the hostess, say, you know, have you thought any more about this side hustle? And they might go, you know, I've thought about it, or they might say, no, not really. Say, you know what, not a problem. Watch what I do tonight and see if that draws any questions. And again, any parties that we get dated tonight can go into your date book. So you're putting that out there for them. So now during the party, during the event, it's sharing your story, number one. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. Why did you come into Tupperware? No matter why you came in. What are you loving? What do you do besides Tupperware? And why did you choose Tupperware over the 125,000 other direct sales companies? And what are you looking forward to? So why you chose Tupperware, what else do you do besides Tupperware? And what you're loving and what you're looking forward to with your biz, your side hustle. Okay, so those are the things that you share. Then later on, you want to go ahead and do some sort of game that talks about the opportunity. So you could do the envelope game. These are all in the Google Drive for you under recruiting. Okay, so you could do the envelope game, and it is pre-done envelopes with questions on them. And there's 8 envelopes, and there's already pre-done questions. You hand the envelopes out to people. They open them when you say to open them, and the questions are on there. They ask the questions that you gave them, and you answer those questions. Short, sweet, and simple. Okay, that's one way. There's another one, Tammy Tupper Mary Mall, and instructions are in the recruiting portion in your Google Drive. Okay, so look at that. Ask questions if you have those. I believe I also have a video that I just got, so I'll upload that. Another one is just tickets. You have somebody time this section for about 3 minutes, and they get to ask you questions about the biz or about the side hustle, and you give them a ticket for each question they ask. And then you do some draws for whistle straws or orange peelers at the end. So super simple things, you guys, that give you an opportunity to share the information in a fun way, no obligation, no pressure. And again, you keep talking to the side hustle, the side gig. Okay, so you want to make sure you do those. And then the final thing with this portion is follow up with the survey questions. And there's survey questions in your Google Drive under recruiting. And those survey questions, you can just literally hand people out an index card, and you ask them a series of 5 to 7 questions, and then you gather that information from them and do again a draw for maybe a scoop or a funnel, something along that line. I reserve those 2 specifics for the door price survey. They can't get them any other way. So why the door price survey? Because people will be more honest on a piece of paper than they will be to a stranger's face. Okay, and they may not want people to know that they're thinking about a side hustle or a side gig, but it is something that, again, they'll answer on a piece of paper. So then what do you give them? They need to think about it. They need to look at, talk it over with their significant other or their spouse. They need to just kind of process. Maybe they're checking out other side hustles, side gigs. And so they just kind of need that 24 hours. Okay. So first, that's the key thing is you want to make sure you pencil them in just like you do a party within 24 hours, 48 hours, absolute max, because they're kind of people are like a bunch of bananas. They go bad fast. They're excited at this moment, and typically they'll start to talk to people. Other people will say that kind of stuff doesn't work, and so we don't want a lot of time lapsed in there. Okay, so you pencil in when they can chat, and you'll just answer any questions that they have. Remind them it's no obligation information. You're not there to pressure them, but just simply to support them and answer any questions that they might have. So pencil them in. Then the information you want to leave them with, always want to leave them with something in their hand, is the say yes sheet, right? That we put out every single month. We get it from Tupperware. So it's got a picture of the kit on it. And then it also has a picture of the extra offer and the party offer. And so you just print that off, and that's what you leave them with. If you wanted to, you could leave them with a Confident Start sheet. And again, that's under Confident Start in the Google Drive. So there is a one-page flyer in there that you could print off and also have that ready for them. What I would do is put it in a nice envelope, okay, like a manila envelope. And what I love to write on them, I put curly ribbon on the end of it. So I punch a hole and I put curly ribbon on it. But on the outside, in big, bold, fun markers, but it still looks nice and professional, is I just simply write warning. Reading the material inside could change your life forever. And then I attach a $150 bill on it. And why $150? And obviously it's 100 and then 225s or 50, whatever you want to do there. Because the standard party is what? Standard party is a 600. 600 times 25% is 150 bucks. I want them to know and have that visual in front of them that they make $150 for 2 to 3 hours worth of their time. And so I will, again, that's what I give them. So it looks really nice, it's professional, and it draws their attention to it. So that is the rule of thumb for every party, not just now as you're taking that next step and moving forward in your business, but remember what you do to get where you've got, you want to continue to always do, or you will stop getting the results. So hopefully this was helpful. Comment once you watch it, what were some of your takeaways and what are the things you're going to implement immediately.